Hey everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today I'm taking you with me to the book fair in Heusden-Zolder. But before we go there, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome to Quillscene. My name is Megan. If you like things that have to do with reading, with writing, with my life and adventures as a writer, with witchy things, with geeky things, with all that sort of stuff, then you're in the right place. Make sure to click on that magical subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell, because on that way you'll always get a notification whenever I upload something new. But yeah, the book fair in Heusden-Zolder, time to get bookish. The book fair in Heusden-Zolder. It's also a recurring event where I've been part of since the very beginning. It evolved from, like, the first edition was in a very small room above a cafe with only like 3 or 4 authors, to an event in a slightly bigger room but in the basement of an event location where there were like 20 authors packed onto each other like tunas in a can, to an actual nice location where, you know, there was enough room to place all the interested authors. Said location, that was also the location in 2023, is called Het Kuipershof in Heusden-Zolder, which is a beautiful event location. It is like kind of like a cultural center like layout. It has also like a built-in stage in the big room, along with also a bar built in. So it is perfect also for the local theater groups to host their shows. But it's also possible to throw a birthday party there, or a wedding party, or whatever. So yeah, it was a really nice location to host again the book fair in 2024. This time it was on the 16th of June, which was a Sunday. It was from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Till 5 p.m. sorry. And luckily I wasn't on my own, because of course there were a lot of other authors, but among the authors was also Matthias Merho and Jana Bollens, who are part of my writers group called Het Schrijverscollectief, the Writers Collective. So yeah, when we arrived we made sure to, you know, have 3 tables next to each other. And together we formed a bit of the fantasy alliance, because of course there were, as I said, there were a lot of other authors, but it were all different genres. So we had poetry, we had people who wrote children's books, we had people who wrote true stories, there were people who wrote detectives, thrillers. So it was, yeah, for any reader actually there was something to read, basically. Though I have to say, sadly, though there were a lot of authors present, and though the event location is superb, again, there weren't that many visitors. We saw a lot of people back that we know by now, that are like, yeah, people that come to visit for specific authors, or that we met through, that are very active in the book community, from Dutch-speaking authors. So yeah, that's like one of the like still points that have to be worked on a bit, you know, to yeah, make some more promotion to draw more visitors. But it was very fun to, you know, spend an entire afternoon among my fellow authors again. as you saw, and as I also already mentioned, Matthias, Jana and me had our tables next to each other. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. We talked a lot, we laughed a lot, as is usual when you put a street together. Again, we also made a really fun picture. And then afterwards, this picture. So yeah, it was very fun. I also sold a few books. But as I said, it was mostly to people I already knew or came especially for me after they saw my announcement online. I remember that one of the visitors who came with her parents follows me on Instagram, and that she had seen that I had, you know, put my, like the week before an event, I usually put on my social media like, hey guys, I'm going to the event, this event, and these are the opening hours, this is the address, like all the needed info. And she had sent me a message to ask if it was like with an entry price or something, but it's the book fair in Heusden-Zolder is always free for visitors. So yeah, she and her parents especially came for me, and came because of me, and also especially for me because she was eyeing my books for a while, and she eventually got one or two, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, again, sadly not that many visitors, which is a shame because it's a really fun book fair. And next to that, also Ghislaine, who organizes the book fair, does this with a lot of passion, with a lot of time, but sadly she doesn't have the budget to put a lot in promo. So yeah, I hope that it grows, you know, mouth to mouth promo and stuff like that, and sharing on Facebook and on social media, so that it keeps growing and that more visitors find their way to Heusden-Zolder, because it's a really cozy event and very fun. And yeah, as I said, a lot of genres together, all of Dutch authors. So yeah, there are a lot of treasures to discover when you come there. I did some shopping, not a lot, and I didn't go far either, because not only do I write fantasy, I also like to read fantasy. And I, of course, like to support my colleagues where possible. And Jana just released, like a few days before the book fair, if I'm not mistaken, released her second book of her Magite series, which is a trilogy. And the book fair at Heusden-Zolder was the first event she took her new book to. So since I already got the first part, I also got this second one. It's called The Prins Zonder Kroon in Dutch, because again, it's a Dutch book. In English, that would be The Prince Without a Crown. And as I said, it's the second part in her Magite trilogy. In the meantime, the third one is finished also, but yeah, it's in the redaction process, so it's not out yet. And fun fact, the cover is not only designed by herself, she actually drew it herself. So first like the pencil drawing and then the digital drawing. So yeah, I got this one, and that was the only thing I bought actually. So yeah, another book for my shelves, and I need new shelves because my shelves that I have are filling up. And that was the book fair of Heusden-Zolder already. If you like this video, please leave a little thumbs up or a little comment down below, because it helps more than you know. Things like that help make my channel grow, and of course I love your feedback. And with that being said, I hope I see you guys soon for another bookish, magical, probably on the go video. Bye!